Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since we flew with Andrew. Andrew's getting closer to his pilot certificate, and today I introduce him to short-field takeoffs and short-field landings. The video will explain the process, but more importantly, the exercise is all about controlled, safe, slow flight and managing the aircraft's energy to successfully land the aircraft. So come with us today as we work through the elements of this exercise.
Got traffic, Jabiru 7385, lined up and rolling, runway 23 for circuit, for exit to training area. Gawler.
Gawler traffic, Jabiru 7252, crossing 23, Gawler.
No, just make enter and backtrack.
I was going to go around.
No, correction, entering and back.
Correction, entering and backtracking 23, Gawler.
Yeah, no, he's gone to the training area. Nothing up there.
I wasn't
clear.
sure if he was going to circuit first or...
No, he said the training area. Corrected himself. What would you do now if he said he's on final?
7385, climb to 3,500 feet.
If he was on final, I could...
What would you do?
That's interesting.
Who's got the right of way?
Well, he's got right away.
Yeah, what would you do?
So I'll pull across onto the grass.
Exit to the grass right,
Yeah.
yep.
To
the grass, to my right.
Yes, not because they're tempting to go to the left, but that's actually
the gliding runway.
And he's like, he could be landing there too,
sure,
right? So,
absolutely. No, get off the runway.
Yeah.
That's not the runway.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. So just a normal takeoff.
Fit for flying. The way we want them. Brain fade.
Good time, think about it. It's two Fs.
Fuel.
What's the other F? No. Fuel pump.
Fuel pump is on.
Is it on? That's
Yep.
what you want to make
Fuel
sure.
pump is on.
Yep.
Instruments are green. Trim is neutral. Takeoff. I was trying to jump to trim too early. And what ifs? So reject to takeoff. So reject to takeoff. So throttle off, brakes on, mags off.
Why would you do that? What would be the reason for you rejecting a takeoff? What could be out there?
Something on the runway, birds, another plane.
Yeah.
Someone
crossing.
Crossing. Yeah. Maybe not enough speed.
What about a flat tyre?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What's going to happen with a flat tyre?
Well, depending on which one it is,
which way will it go?
You could pull towards whatever the flat tyre is.
It will definitely pull you towards it, so you abort the takeoff
yeah.
before you get too far ahead.
Yeah.
You might finish in the grass. Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
But
you just go
better than taking off and then having to land with it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't go on unless you don't have to.
Yeah.
So don't take off unless everything is right to take off.
Yep.
And that's a good example of rejecting a takeoff. Yep.
Right. So if there's insufficient runway, pitch forward. And then power off, brakes on, mags off. If you're obviously taken off now, and so no turn back, under 1,000 feet, and we look for a landing somewhere around 30 degrees, which in this case is the paddocks over on the right there.
Correct.
Okay.
Do your thing.
Gawler traffic, Jabiru 7252, rolling 23, Gawler.
Take your time.
Just do the carby here now. It's a little bit crackly, isn't it?
It thinks it's transmitting all the time.
Yeah. Laps up, nose up.
Engine failure.
Failure. Aim for that paddock over there. Pull it back into a glide speed.
Good.
without pitching back too heavily and stalling at the same
No,
time,
no,
right?
yeah, right, 65, fine.
Yep.
Only seems to be on our frequency.
Yeah, I think he was talking to us though then. I think he was.
No, that's
actually-
crackly noise.
Station Adelaide, Nation Yankee, wind variable 3 knots, max tailwind 3 knots, both runways, 1026.
That's what we're picking up on. Yes, yeah. Gawler traffic, Jabiru 725, departing downwind 23, heading northeast to training ground, climbing to 2,500, Gawler. Rather nice up here though.
They could do work now.
Yeah.
You've had your fun. Had too much fun.
Oh, this is a bit tough this morning, Ian.
Oh, life at the top sucks, I know. Someone's got to do it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you I'd make a pilot out of it.
Yeah.
I have my doubts sometimes, but
Oh, don't worry, I did too.
nothing like a bit of self-doubt. But it's sort of normal now, isn't it? Like,
Traffic Gawler, Jabiru 755, practice engine failure for a practice force landing. Currently in between Sweeling and the Sturt Highway, descending to 3,500 feet. Gawler.
Gawler traffic, Jabiru 7252, over Gawler Dam, 2,400 inbound, Gawler.
how are you going to join 2-3? Always think ahead.
Yeah, so 2-3 I would probably come over on the dead side and then join it on crosswind.
Good luck.
Start bringing us down now.
Yep. What's another thing you can think about now you've pulled the power back?
Oh yeah.
Think
Oh,
about
especially
the,
today.
think
yeah.
about the power
Yeah.
coming back, that coming out,
Yep.
that goes in, that goes in.
Those little things doesn't take long, you know.
No, no.
2-3 weeks not flying,
And a
it's
day
the
like
little
today,
things you
There's a
forget.
perfect carby ice day.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. So this is going to be a short field. I'll do the landing.
Okay. Yep.
I'll make a full stop and a backtrack.
Right. Okay.
All right? And I want you to constantly think about, I'm thinking about the short field already.
Yeah.
Got to work it out well ahead.
Right.
And the go around is your number one get out of jail. Must
Yep.
have that in your head all the time. So it's all about energy management. All we're doing. We're going to be the managers of the energy
Yep.
of the aircraft, and we're going to use the engine for that management. When the power goes in, what else goes in?
Over here goes in.
Yep. Go together.
Gawler traffic, Jabiru 7252, joining crosswind 23, Gawler. Probably straight over the runway, just a little bit then.
Yeah, you did. Another $5 you owe me. I think every time now people make mistakes, I'm going to charge another $5.
Be a rich man.
Well, that's the idea. I mean, otherwise you've got all the money and I have nothing. That's not fair.
Gawler traffic, Jabiru 7252, turning downwind 23, Gawler.
Okay, my controls.
Your controls.
Let's get the carb heat out. Ready?
Yep.
And fuel pump can go on.
On.
So I'm thinking about the short field already.
Okay, yep.
So I want, remember we talked about being more shallow, the approach?
Yes, yep.
So I'm setting myself up to start coming down already.
Right, okay, yep.
I can still keep going at normal speed.
Yep.
I'm starting to
No,
the
drop a
descent
bit of height.
started.
Yep.
Yep. Otherwise I'm going to have too much on final.
Yep.
You can also say to yourself, I could be a little bit further out on final.
Yeah, okay,
Just to
give
give
yourself
you
a bit more room.
Because you're going to manage the energy with this.
Yep.
There's not a glide involved.
Yep.
It's about using power. Starting to come down a bit, that's good. Under 80, I get my flaps in one stage, get it all out of the way early.
Yep.
So again, I want to slow down, I don't want to be fast.
Yep.
I'm going to go full flap now. Get it all out the way. We've still been doing 60. There's the runway over there.
Yep.
And I'm going to use the number 23 on the runway as the fence.
Right, okay.
So basically I want to watch my airspeed.
Yep.
Over
so
that
power
fence.
now, yep.
So now I'm using the power, the energy, up here.
Yep.
If I go too fast here, I'm going to be too fast on final.
Yep.
So a little bit lower than we would be normally.
Yep.
To put the carburetor away for me.
Over here, is alright.
Caller traffic, Jabiru 7252, final 23 full stop, caller. That'll feel quite awkward.
Feels low, doesn't it?
Well, we are. So I'm using the number 23 as my target, right?
Right.
So now I'm watching my speed here. I'm managing the energy with power.
Yep.
Quite safe as long as we keep the balance ball.
Yep.
The coordinated balance. There's 55 knots. It's slow, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a more shallow approach.
Yep.
Got to be careful of the cars, obviously.
Yes.
Don't want to disturb them.
Scare them a bit.
So basically, and it's not meant to be a pretty landing, you know, as long as it's not rough.
Yep.
So here we are here. Come back to 50. Here comes the fence. Easing it in. Easing over the fence. There it is there.
Yeah, nice.
And heavy braking. We're not going to brake heavy, obviously.
Yeah, yep.
But we can stop well and truly before the taxiway there.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Look easy?
No.
Good. So it's all about slow, careful, close to the stall, so you can get in and land safely. And whatever you do, practice a few of these on your own later, you have the go around. Not working, full power, nose down, go.
Yep.
So in the theory, if this was a real paddock, I'd have my tail literally over the fence.
Yep.
I'd get out and push it back. A couple of metres could make the difference, right?
Yep.
So the takeoff, as we briefed before, got this 50-foot obstacle down there. So, tail's over the fence.
Yep.
Here is the plane for fit to fly. Flaps aren't where I want them.
Yep.
Up. Flaps, fuel pump is on. Instruments, fuel green, and trim for takeoff. Okay? So again, we're going to take the brake off. We're not going to lock it. We're going to go full power, and we're going to make sure we've got full power. And I'm going to get that nose wheel off the ground as quick as I can, just off the ground. We don't want to fly, and I want you to tell me when we get off the ground what speed we're doing.
Okay, yep.
So ease the power on, holding a plane back. I've got full power.
Yep.
There we go. Start pulling the nose wheel off the ground already. There it is there.
Yep.
Nose wheel just off the ground. Not flying yet. Not flying yet. Not flying yet. Nearly there. Wants to go, wants to go, wants to go. There it is there. And then back into ground effect.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Here comes the tree. Up and over the top of the tree.
Up on the tree, yep. Ground
Back down the other side. Come back down again.
Yeah.
Now we're doing 70 knots,
Nice,
blow away.
and then you can fly. Beautiful.
Right?
That was
Easy.
55.
Was it 55? There you
Yep.
go. We talked about that
Yep.
before, didn't we?
Yep.
Your controls?
My controls.
Yeah.
Start to bring it down a little bit. Just check our brakes. There's a mixture. Fixed and automatic. Fuel system go around. Instruments are green. Switches all on. Fuel pumps are on. Carburetor out.
And slow it all
Start
down.
backing us down a bit.
Slow it right down. You want to get under 8 very quick.
Pitch pitch us up a little bit, slow us down a bit.
Go full flap if you want it, that'll help.
Okay.
Get all that done early.
Yep. Flaps down, nose down. Feel those brakes come on.
They sure do. Part of the energy management, eh?
Yep.
Turn 65, bring it back. You've got to really manage that energy. If you want, you can pitch it up just a little bit, just to slow it down a bit.
Gawler traffic, Jabiru 7252, turning final, 23, Gawler.
Nice and smooth. Good.
Probably turned a little early then.
Yep. Back, come down a bit. Too high. Oh, that's better.
There goes his bloody pigeons.
Back. All about managing that energy. So if we can't get there, we put a bit of power on, but we'll get there. Just a trickle. Enough.
Oh, sorry, Ian.
No, don't let the nose wheel come down. Okay. You just flared a little
Yeah,
high.
a bit too much.
You're just too high, that's all.
Too much high and a bit too much.
No, you're fine.
Stall,
You're just too high.
Yeah.
Need to come down.
Should have waited a bit.
Yeah. Start at the top.
Flaps are where we want them.
Yeah, they are.
Don't know why I'm having a break.
It's a process. You start up there,
Yeah.
work down there,
Flaps, fuel pump is on.
instruments,
Instruments are green.
and then down.
And then
So it's like a
yeah, for some reason I'm going the
too much
fuel.
excitement.
It's the fuel one. Yeah.
Well, we normally want to make sure I put any fuel
yeah,
in.
absolutely. But I'm kind of stalling on that one.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to accelerate up to
Full power.
full power and then go for it.
Check we've got it,
Yeah.
and then release.
Yep.
I'll come with him with the pullback. Yep, we've got full power. Stop pulling back. Get the nose wheel just to come off the ground. There it is there. Just there. Don't come up any further. That's it. With the right foot. Don't fight me, just keep right. There's 55.
Yep.
Back into ground effect. Come on down, you come. I heard
Yep.
you. Up and over the tree. Down into ground effect again.
Yeah, and then we're back up to 70 knots, so we're good to go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Start breathing. Colin's in a paddock somewhere. He's had an engine failure, I'm guessing.
Oh, true engine failure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just stop there for a moment. As I'd been advised, one of our aircraft did sustain an engine stop, but it wasn't an engine failure. The engine ceased to operate as the crew were practicing forced landing training due to carby ice. The morning was very cold and the air humidity was 90 to 95% at that time. Looking at this CASA icing probability chart, I estimated the conditions were as marked with a pink dot, slap bang in the serious icing area. Remember, if carby heat is installed on your aircraft, use it every time you pull back power from the normal cruise power, anytime and even when simulating an engine failure. Otherwise, it's a disaster that's just one step away. The good news was that both the crew and the aircraft landed safely in a farmer's field and were retrieved without incident. But the lesson? Pull back the power, pull out the carby heater. It's that simple. And as happened, it's very easy to forget with possible fatal results.
252, turning downwind, 23, Gawler. Didn't hear anything over the...
No. Okay, let's all think about landing.
Yep. Power bang. Flaps down. Nose down.
Must have had a real engine failure.
Something to tell the grandkids about.
Yeah. So he actually has landed in a paddock, has he?
Apparently.
Yeah. Everybody's okay, I hope.
7385 7252, you okay? Yep, we can't do anything. Keep on
No.
flying.
Gonna go final stage of flaps.
Yep.
Nose down.
And then start to bring the power back and sort of very
Slow.
gently start coming down.
Holding around the 60 at the moment, the 65.
It's just getting used to a different sound even,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it's much quieter.
This is where you've got to watch that number.
Yeah, that speed, airspeed is critical, isn't it?
Absolutely. And safe, quite safe.
All the traffic, Jabiru 7252, turning final 23, final, full stop caller.
A little bit slow, put a bit of power on me, get there. That's it. A little bit high, but you can start to bring the power back and drop the nose down a bit. That's it. Over here, go away. Power back, 55. More. That's a new engine in 7305 too.
Is it?
Yeah. Use your power, that's fine. Keep it coming. That's it. Brake on, brake on, brake on. No, not that hard. No, not too hard. Not too hard, not too hard. Not too hard. Yeah. But you could stop if you had to.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop in exit.